Have you experienced any bumps in the night? Have you noticed any light flutters in the sky? How about the dark corners of rural forests? You are not alone. Since ancient times, people worldwide have seen strange happenings and created terrifying legends to explain them. In this video, we will discuss Hora. The video will be amazing, so stick to the end. Before starting the video, smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. In New Mexican legend, a spirit known as Hora is thought to visit or even bring about the deaths of those about to pass away. Hora refers to the devil's hour, also known as the witching hour, a time that many associate with 3 a.m. and during which a person may awaken unexpectedly and without apparent cause with a strong sense of dread festering in their stomach. Although locals of Mexico know it as something more concrete and horrific, it has been linked to witchcraft, loaded with significant demonic meaning, and even believed responsible for the true story of the Amityville Horror. Aurelio Espinosa described the phenomenon in 1910 as a malevolent monster that stalked intersections throughout Mexico at night. Anyone bold enough to disregard the legends and make their way home alone at such a time would be hunted, tortured, and possibly killed by it. These people would be horribly and permanently driven nuts if they were unlucky enough to stumble into the infamous Hora and stare into it. Mexico has read some Lovecraftian literature after all. Hora is characterized as a shapeless black blob that moves and morphs constantly. It may change swiftly, going from the size of a penny to an adult in less than a second. Hora delights in making its victims insane. In addition, it frequently attacks defenseless travelers, stopping them in their tracks and brutally attacking their frail forms. The roadside dumps their bodies after being suffocated by the monster. Hora waits for exhausted motorists to pass on remote highways and roads before striking. Places where two or more roads converge are particularly appealing to it. When Hora spots its prey, it rushes over and envelops them, suffocating them. The nefarious creature is said to manifest as a stunning woman in Chiapas, Mexico's southernmost state, sometimes clad in white and other times in black. This iteration comes off as some twisted video game foe gone loose with its wide range of nasty behaviors. Hora is considered kinder and more graceful when clothed in white. Weary travelers she hypnotizes will follow her obediently into whatever danger she chooses if they don't notice the distance between her feet and the ground, the fact that her toes are facing backwards, or their lanterns have stopped working, and all sense of direction seems lost. This might be in front of the next passing car or off the brink of a ravine. Hora becomes more violent when wearing all black. She will stop a traveler using any means necessary, then come at them with her sharp nails. No one should want to see her in black. Instead, the strong-willed should hope to see her on a white night. In a story, a woman traveled alone in her car to Santa Fe to see a friend. Just after midnight, as she drove up to an intersection, she noticed an odd black figure floating in front of her vehicle. The woman yelled and slammed on her brakes. The dark glob vanished by the time she came to a stop. A peculiar scraping sound was audible as the woman took a moment to collect herself. She was met with a terrifying scene when she turned to peek out the window to investigate the noise. Right next to her automobile, a hideous old woman grabbed it with her hands. She had bright red eyes, long dark hair, and a pale complexion. Her teeth were pointed. The Hora chased after the vehicle as she fled, but soon lost sight of her. Driving directly to her friend's house, the woman entered, hurried inside, and locked the door behind her. The woman explained what had happened to her friend. "You saw Hora," her friend said. "They claim that she only shows up just before someone passes away." She decided to travel home once more as soon as daylight arrived after being overtaken by a sense of fear. A police cruiser was waiting for her in the driveway when she arrived home. The policeman told her that her husband had been killed just after midnight that night. Another alleged encounter occurred when a woman was driving and ran into Hora. Hora followed the woman's car for a short while before stopping as she took off. Hora expanded until she was the size of a tree, as the woman observed in her rearview mirror, perhaps acting as a camouflage to fool onlookers. You have to look aside as soon as something ominous and dreadful appears at Hora. Because if you look into the pitch-black hole of smoke and shadow for too long, you could worsen your mental health or perhaps go insane. This was all for today. I hope you liked the video. Have you ever had an encounter with Hora? Let us know in the comments. Stay safe, and we will be right back soon with another video. For more